Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, interviews, previews and special guests. And coming up on the show today, we look back on the final Group 1 of the season. That was the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. Of course, Panfield, the hero. The man on his back, though, was Karis Teetan. He's our special guest on the show today to talk about that fantastic win and looking ahead to this weekend as well, because it's the Lion Rock Trophy and Sky Darci, the Derby winner, returns. Can Casper Fownes deliver that knockout blow once more? Karis Teetan might have something to say about that as well. He'll ride more than this. So plenty to pack into today's show. We'll also be heading out to the track to catch up with Mark McNamara and Tom Biddington, as well as they have a look at the Lion Rock Trophy Group 3 contest that comes up on Sunday. That's in part 2 of the show. So plenty to come. Before Karis, though, let's look back on the feature weekend, which was the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup.
Sunday's meeting at Sha Tin announced the changing of the guard in 2 of the distance divisions in Hong Kong racing. The highlight of the card was the Group 1 Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup over 2,400 metres, where Tony Millard's Panfield defeated more experienced rivals Columbus County and Exultant to become the top stayer in town.
Panfield and Columbus County, lifting Panfield. Columbus County can't get him. Still Panfield, a neck in front, and it's Panfield. Panfield won it.
He was quite a backward type of a horse, and he had a few problems. He'd gone in the wind and he'd had a suspensory. So we weren't working with something which was, 100%. We had to be a bit careful. But once he hardened up and got used to the tracks, then he just progressed well.
Hong Kong's latest sprinting sensation, Courier Wonder, continued his unbeaten run when taking out the Group 3 Sha Tin Vase, and his trainer John Size now has his sights set on the Hong Kong Sprint in December.
Courier Wonder is in front. Stronger is on the outside trying to grab him. He's lifting. Courier Wonder, he's holding. He's delivering vases now, the Courier. Courier Wonder won the vase.
It's different circumstances today. He raced a classier field of horses, and today he sort of showed that he's able to follow a horse and take part in the field correctly, and he's showed some determination in the finish in the run to the line. So I think all very pleasing.
We had a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about him today, as the pace was really genuine, so he had a chance to slot behind others. When we first start turning, he got a bit lost, wanted to run out, shying away from the other horses, but as we progressed through the race, he started to relax and sit himself quiet behind horses, which is fantastic. On the straight, I pull him out and he dashes home as he always does. Good horses, as him give us jockeys amazing field that I can describe it. That was the feeling today.
While Courier Wonder is likely to continue racing over sprint distances, Casper Fownes has the 2022 4-year-old series in mind for his talented 3-year-old Killer Bee, who was an impressive winner of the day's final race.
Killer Bee's gone clear of Metro, Warrior and Classic Posh. This bee has got wings, and they're very big wings. Killer Bee won the last.
Fownes will be hoping that his good form on the track can continue this weekend when he saddles up Hong Kong Derby hero Sky Darci in the Group 3 Lion Rock Trophy.
And we'll hear from Casper in part 2 of the show as well, with Sky Darci going the Lion Rock Trophy. All of that to come. We're going to start off, though, by looking back on last weekend. It was the final Group 1 of the season, the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. And, of course, the winner, fantastic winner, was Panfield, trained by Tony Millard. He was ridden by Karis Teetan. Very happy to say that Karis joins us now on the line. Karis, thanks for your time this afternoon. Now, there's only 12 opportunities to win a Group 1 here in Hong Kong, so always great to snare one of the big ones.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Of course, it was a great weekend. Of course, to get a Group 1 in a season, of course, it's a bonus.
And correct me if I'm wrong on this, Karis, your previous Group 1 wins, they've both been on Mr. Stunning so far, haven't they? So this is obviously the first Champions and Chater Cup for you.
Yeah, of course, Mr. Stunning was good to me, and of course, we had a good partnership. He was able to win 2 Group 1 for me, and since then, I was not be able to get onto any, Group 1 horses. It was pretty hard because once you win 1 or 2 Group 1, you sort of want to try win more. But Hong Kong, it's such a difficult place, and you need to be able to keep a good horse. And I was so lucky to be able to end up on Banfield, thanks to his connection, and it was good to get the Group 1 again.
Yeah, because he'd obviously run really well in the Derby, finishing third. They're probably a little bit flat, maybe, I don't know, in the Queen Mother, but Tony Millard after the race was saying his gallop going into Sunday was really, really strong. Did that confidence, did he give you that confidence from the horse and from the trainer to go in there thinking you had a winning chance?
Yeah, of course. We all could think that in a Derby, I think if he was drawn better, he could have been in the, winning position, because his draw maybe cost him the Derby even. And I think in the Queen Mother, of course, the pace was way too slow. I can believe it, because when I rode him, he's not suitable for a slow pace. He's such a big, strong galloper. This is why on Sunday the race suited well for him, because we just went a nice even pace the whole way. So, but going towards the race, I was very confident. It's true, because we galloped the horse a few days before the race, and he really galloped well. I think he finished like 21 in his final piece of work, and I still believe I still had a bit more in the tank. So it was a promising gallop, and of course Tony and his team gave me a lot of confidence.
And tactics in the race were basically to follow the favourite. Exultant, he'd won the last twos. That sets the standard as far as the stayers were concerned. You were confident he'd give you a nice lead into the straight.
Yeah, of course Tony said just keep it simple. Don't try to do anything silly. Just of course we want to get on the best horse in the race. His back, that was Exultant, and from the jump, of course we had a good gate. From there, I just wanted to track Exultant. I knew he will at least take me into the straight, and then I wouldn't want to follow him anymore, because I wanted to get going on top of the straight. I knew like Joe would be coming towards the end, so I wanted to try get that first run.
And watching you celebrate across the line, Karis, one of the incredible highs, winning one of the big Group 1s, but it seemed to be a little bit more to it as well, because it comes on the back of one of the most horrible and tragic weeks you've had personally.
Yeah. I think that win, of course, it's a Group 1. It meant a lot. Of course, that whole week, and I would say the last 2 weeks has been really hard. Of course, with my friend Darci, had a big fall in the race and passed away. Of course, he shocked everybody. Me and him were pretty close, and it really, it was very hard for me to kick on. But yeah, it was after that win, it really sort of put me up again. And of course, Nuresh is a big loss in racing, but that win meant a lot to me.
Yeah, it just brings everything, doesn't it, sharply back into focus of what matters and what doesn't. I know that you're a big support to his family, and you've got a lot of support as well. I think this probably saying has a few variations, but it applies to you and probably the most of us as well. Behind every good man, there's a greater woman.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, firstly, of course, me being so close to Nuresh, and I know how close he was with his family, and I wanted to be the one to step forward and try something for him and his family. Of course, as soon as I did something like that, there was a lot of people then started something small like that. And we were very lucky. Mr. Koo, the owner of Sing by Sea, I won on the Wednesday. He of course was so generous, donated his whole stake money to Noresh's family, and that was pretty helpful to his family. And of course, like I said, on the weekend after I won on Banfield, my wife has been right by my side since we've been together, and she's been so supportive. And like I said, since the Derby, it was pretty hard, of course, to lose the Derby. But, in Hong Kong, the main thing is it's the next day, if you can come back and if you can box on. So, I had my wife next to me, and Xavier, she was very helpful. She just tried to keep my mind busy with different things, and just kept on pushing me and say, somehow you have to forget about what happened. And of course it's going to be hard, but you have to move forward. And, there's bigger things, will happen, but you have to get stronger from what happened and then move forward. And of course, this is why I celebrated what a Group 1, because I needed it so badly.
Yeah, well, amazing what you've done, Karis, for the family over the last couple of weeks. Looking forward to the future now, and more immediately, I suppose, this weekend, more group racing at Sha Tin. We've got the Lion Rock Trophy, and you're reunited with an old friend of yours in more than this in the feature. He ran a mighty race last time, mate. Almost got Golden 60. It'd have to be a big chance, wouldn't he? Yeah,
of course. To be honest, the horse is in really good condition. Of course, Danny Shum now have him as he's new into his stable. I've been galloping the horse, and I must say thanks to the owner, because of course I won on the horse before, and he decided to give me a chance because Joe was busy with Darci, and that's a good pickup ride for me. And it would be nice to ride a winner for the owner, but really the horse is flying at the moment.
Jade Phoenix was a last start winner. You ride All in Mind in the last as well. That's a tremendous race, the 10th on the programme.
Yeah, of course. Jade Phoenix was a horse that I've been begging Frankie to ride for a long time. I was so happy to win on him because Frankie said, well, okay, we'll give you a chance before we put the apprentice on. And then I end up winning on him. He's a kind of horse that I think will improve into next season, will be better. I hope that win now got his confidence up. The form riding is pretty good. Rhapsody came out and won again, so he's a good ride. The last race, it's a very strong race on the card, but All in Mind ran very good with a heavy weight last time, jumped slow, so with no weight on his back, he's run well in Class 2, and let's hope we get some luck.
Who's your best chance for winner, do you think?
Of course, I think, of course, Jade Phoenix. But like I said, I'm pretty confident with more than this. I know it's a Group 3, and we got a lot of respect for the Derby winner, Darci. But I'm really looking forward to riding him again, because since the last time I rode him, I think the horse has improved a lot physically and mentally.
Well, good stuff. Good luck on the weekend, Karis. You're flying again, 66 winners this season. We've got 15 odd meetings left. You're going to post another big figure. So good luck on the weekend and for the rest of the campaign as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
Our thanks to Karis then. We wish him all the best on the weekend. Still plenty more good racing to come. The Lion Rock Trophy and a couple of group races to come at the start of June as well here in Hong Kong as we wind down towards the end of the season. But in part 2 of the show, still plenty much to look forward to. And that's Casper Founds included as he looks at Darci as he steps out in the Lion Rock Trophy.